on, party people? This your man Griff. Grand rises to you early in the morning, 7:15, 7:17, 7:20, whatever, depending on what clock I'm looking at. But it's between 7 and 7:30 in the morning here on this wonderful June the 5th. Oh man, sometimes I like to give the date. Some YouTubers don't like to give the date, but the reason why I do it sometimes is because people will think that, oh, you recorded that video 2 months ago and then just now. And some YouTubers do that, and that's just the way they have to flow. So every now and then I like to just, so you'll see that it's current, that it's right now. And stuff. Fellas, they still sleep down there. They had a little rough night last night protecting the home and making sure everything was good. I told them to take the morning off and stuff. So I want to do this video. Let me see, what did I call this? Oh, I need notary certificates. What do I do? All right. There's a couple of different ways to approach this. And again, as always, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting. If you're new to the channel, I'm Stephen Griffin, Griffin Notary Services. Where's my thing for my name? Because I be forgetting sometimes. Griffin Notary. So thank you for tuning in and all of that good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. Y'all are some wonderful, wonderful folk. Let me change the color. There we go. Make it blue. There we go. All right. Match my shirt. So I really appreciate y'all. Wonderful, wonderful audience, subscribers, watchers, passerbys, all of that good stuff. So thank you very much. Feel free to comment. Give me your suggestions on other videos. Not that I'm running out of anything, but I always like to take suggestions because people give me suggestions all the time. Even this is from somebody who asked me about getting notarial certificates. They didn't tell me to do a video on it, but they asked a question about it. And I said, might as well do a video to help the party people out. And that's what I'm doing today. So let's get back over here. I'm gonna take that down for a second. Y'all know to like, share, and comment, right? Okay, good. So the whole thing is, with the job of a notary, we have notarial certificates. The notarial certificate is just us saying that, you know, whether a person did an affirmation and you do a jurat, you have an acknowledgement. So I'm not going to get deep into that because I think y'all can figure that out. I don't want to get deep into that because most people do understand the difference between the two. If you go to the NNA has a really nice course called Notary Essentials. They teach you the difference between the two. You can do some basic research and find out the difference between the two. Heck, you can simply go to let's do this real quick. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this, but might as well. All right. So you can go to our good old buddy Chat GPT, you know, so you can just simply type in there, what is a notary acknowledgement certificate? Okay, you can just ask that, simply that. Boom. So this is how you can figure stuff out. Okay, so that's why I'm not, you know, it tells you what that is. You know, what is a notary jurat certificate? All right. So it tells you exactly all of that right there. I'm not gonna zoom in. Y'all can figure that out. Okay. Go to Chat GPT math and you can get it chatgpt.com. So let me just drop this in here real quick. So go to chatgpt.com, set you up an account, log in with your Google account, and boom. Or if you don't want to log in, just like I didn't log in here, ask it some questions. And some states call it some states won't call it a jurat, they call it something else, but you can figure that out. And I'll show y'all some other stuff here in a second. Okay. So so with that being said, some notaries do not like, let me back up. So a couple of ways that you can get a notarial certificate. You can create your own. You can just sit there and open up Microsoft Word and create your own. Now, in creating your notarial certificate, you need to understand what elements need to be in the notarial certificate from your state. Okay. And you craft it in accordance with that. You don't just make up your own verbiage. Okay. Your state will identify what you need to have in a notarial certificate. How to figure that out? You get your notary handbook. Look in your handbook, and typically in the back, it gives you examples of notarial certificates that your state says it likes. Um, and then you can create your own in Microsoft Word, and then you print those out, and then you can use those. If you are not that computer savvy, then what you can do, one of the places you can go, let me bring that up real quick. You can go to the National Notary Association and get you a membership account. Now, there's the signing agent account to take the test and get the for the certification in the background is a different thing from the NNA membership. Okay. So you log into your account. See, I'm logged in. There's my name right there. I'm logged in. And then if you want to already have an account, I mean a membership with them, but if you're new and you don't have one, you click on become a member, and they have these different options. You can try for a year at 80, 2 years for 129, or 4 years for 219. I originally did it for 80, and then I switched over to 219 to do it for 4 years. I think I'm in my third year of the 4 years because it was cheaper. Comes out about 54 bucks a year to do it that way. And you get all of these different benefits. Zoom in just a touch here. Where am I zooming in? All right, there we go. So you get all these different benefits for using, having the membership. And right here, notary certificates, you get that. It gives you all these notary certificates. Now, I've shown people this before for free. And unfortunately, some of the same people who've seen those videos will call me asking me where to get notary certificates. So you got to start paying attention to what I'm putting out in these videos. I'm putting them out, you know, pay attention. I'm not trying to get on anybody or what have you, but people are watching videos and then they're struggling and claiming they don't know what to do. And then I refer, oh yeah, that's right. I saw that video. The information is in the videos, okay? Just like the information is in this video. This is actually my first video that I'm just talking about this subject in it at all, where I've alluded to it in other videos, but this is a separate on its own video. So if you come across anybody, just refer them to this video. They tell me, I don't know what about certificates. Refer them to this video. So you can get notarial certificates and a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. So another spot that you can go to, which I've used a long time ago, is where is it? eforms.com. All right, I forgot to do this here. Let me do this. So you got the National Notary Association, nationalnotary.org. Boom, making sure it matches. Nationalnotary.org. You can go there and you can go to eforms.com. Okay, you can go to either one of those and create your form. So with eForms, I didn't even realize that I forgot that I had an account. Realized I had an account, and apparently I forgot because way back in 2018, in May of 2018, when I first got started in this business, I created a notarial acknowledgement form. Wow, I didn't realize that because I hadn't been here because I found out about the NNA certificates, and I'll show y'all those in a second. And then I just went with those. And yeah, and I had created this, or he did gave it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can use this. And I think I would just I made up some names here, just trying to figure some stuff out, just get an understanding of notarial acknowledgement forms. So I've been doing research and stuff on this business from day one. Okay. At this point, May 18, 2018, I hadn't even done an assignment yet. My first one didn't come through until I think July. Okay. So with the NNA membership. Um, membership, you can get you have access to the various different notarial certificate forms right here. Scroll down, membership, member resources. Okay, and then you can select from your various different states, Colorado, and then you have it has all your different acknowledgments and stuff. Like here's it says Jurat. Let me go to Chicago. What is it? Illinois. Um, they don't call theirs Jurat. They call theirs verification of oath or affirmation. So theirs is different. You see what I'm saying? So if you took, um, let's see here. Let's try Chat GPT again. Let's go here. Where you at, Chat? Where you at? So let's try this here in chat. What is a verification? To be more specific, and then boom, tells you what it is. So you can do that. Okay. So boom, gave you some examples. All right. So each state operates different. I'm in Virginia. These are the forms that are for Virginia and all of that. So it'll show you exactly what that form looks like. Some of these will look the same. Um, if your state has something more specific, you can pull it up and, you can go and do your research and everything. It comes with instructions on how to fill it out. Now, this part right here, this little section here, a lot of notaries don't want to fill this out, and a lot of people have concerns about doing blank, these certificates. And the reason why is because they're like, well, you fill it out, they can just stick it to anything. True. This is why I always fill this out. And this is why I like the NNA. Now you can create your own and add this here. You can add this little statement on to your notarial certificate yourself. There's nothing that says you can't. And all it does is says description of attached document, meaning what is the description of the document that is attached to this notarial certificate? The type of document or the title of it. Okay. Let me say it correctly. So no matter that, as you see, the title. Let me zoom in a little bit here. The title or type of document, the date of that document. If there's no printed date on there, then put the date that you're doing the notarization of the signatures for that document. Glance through the document so you can see if there's a date. But if there's no printed date, then use the current date, the number of pages of that document, not including the notarial certificate that you're adding. So they want to know how many pages is to the document that this notarial certificate is for. Okay. Even if you had to put, let's say there's a 15-page document and you had to do multiple notarial certificates for that document, it's still the same thing. Okay. Because that certificate is separate. So they want to know how many for that document concerning this certificate. Okay. It's not talking about the other add-on certificates. And down here at the bottom, it says so. Right here, it says number. I know you can't see it. Number of pages, notarized in the notarized document. This may point out fraudulent additional or removal of pages. Do not count the certificate as a page. However, the certificate will be regarded as a page by recording officials in assessing recording fees. So you don't have to include it. Okay. Now, if you do, that's on you. But if you say, if it's a 15-page document and you only had one certificate, add-on certificate to put in there, and then you say 16 pages, well, they're going to think that there's a page missing because they're not counting this, okay? And then they're reading this and they see that, oh, okay, you're supposed to tell us how many pages of the original document, and then you put more pages because you're adding the number of certificates or that certificate, it can throw everything off. So please follow directions, okay? So you can use this here. it's fine. You can use this here. And I started using this and I haven't had any problem. No one has ever kicked it back and said, hey, this is the wrong certificate or anything like that. You got corporate acknowledgement, you got partnership, you got certificate, copy certification, attorney in fact acknowledgement, all of that. So depending on what state you're in, you got this here for Wisconsin. They use verification of oath and affirmation, and there's it's called that up there, and it looks basically the same as the jurat for my state. I'm not gonna lie to you, it look exactly the same, and I will show you. It's exactly the same. That's theirs. I mean mine. Here's that. Okay. State, county, subscribe to sworn or affirm, signer one, signer two, notary public, state, county. The only difference, got a little bit more space right there, but everything is the same. It's the same. I don't question it. Okay, because I ain't in Wisconsin anyway. So this is one spot that you can get stuff from. Now with the e forms, how did I find that thing? Think real estate. Um, uh, yeah, here you go. Notary acknowledgement forms, and then you got all the various different states right here. So you just go to notary acknowledgement forms, and you can actually select the state. So we'll go. I would just add Wisconsin. So let's go to Wisconsin, and here's a general thing. Now, does this meet your state requirements? I hope it does. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. You have to figure that out. But what I like about this, and let me zoom this in. I got to zoom this one in for y'all. What I like about this one, there we go. It has notary resources. So it has the state statute link. Okay. Short form notary certificates. And here's different examples. Remember what I said earlier. Get your handbook, you'll find examples. So it has all these different examples. Okay. That's Wisconsin State Legislature. Then notary search, Wisconsin notary search. And then okay, you can look for a notary and all that good stuff. All right. I don't know any Wisconsin notary. If I do, if y'all in Wisconsin, I forgot, my bad. Okay. Off the top of my head, this early morning, I can't remember nobody. All right, notary handbook. So here's a handbook. Now, unfortunately, there are a lot of notaries out there that I've heard over the years. I don't know where my handbook is. I didn't know we had a handbook. Now, except for Pennsylvania, y'all got to pay $5 for one. And we're gonna go to Pennsylvania and see if they got one in here. Okay. Then it said here, we'll say in page 10, notary certificate. So here it talks about notary. Oh yeah. It was kind of because I covered this before in another video. So here, what is an affidavit and affiant? What is a jurat? It's giving you information, stuff that you need to know. What is the difference between an acknowledgement and an oath? See, this is why I'm saying I'm not saying don't call me, but if you're not willing to go and take a time out and do the research, even after I give you this information here, I'm not trying to be funny, but I should not have to get phone calls from people who see this video saying, where do I find my notarial certificate? How do I figure that out? The information is right here. Okay. If you're in a Facebook group, take this video, drop it in the Facebook group, tell your Facebook group manager, even though they may not like me or care for me, I don't care. Tell them they need to listen to this. Okay. Tell them the people need to look at this video. Tell them to come to this video so that he can get some guidance and some directions on how to figure this part out. Because clearly you're not being taught this stuff, and you're not being this stuff not being shared to you. So that's what I'm doing here today. All right. So taking an acknowledgement, notarial ceremonies, and I like the Wisconsin book because it really breaks the stuff down. And this information here, a lot of notaries could use this to help them understand some stuff. So this here, just to get a general idea, but you go to your state and figure that out. Okay. So that's Wisconsin. So let's go back to notary acknowledgement. So what was that? I forgot. Oh, Pennsylvania. So let's go to Pennsylvania. So state statute. Let's see if they show the notary handbook for Pennsylvania. Ah, I hope this it. Maybe this it. Pan. I heard of that group. I think Judi Lawrence and Q and others talked about it. So maybe this is the book that they have, and if it is, here's where y'all can go to get it. Let me scroll back up. Let me see if there's a date on here as to how current it is. So this is no public law from 1953 that tells you how old these laws are. Table of contents, notary seal, repeal. I'm just looking to see if there's anything. Oath of office, bond recording. Okay. Oh, repealed. I guess these things have been repealed. Okay, so they're not applicable anymore. I don't see anything talk. Okay, power of administration of oath and affirmation. I don't know where that's at. It's way down there, probably. Here it is. That's how you can do stuff. Just do fine. See, notary should have the power to administer this, that, and the other. Take their position. All right, talks about your powers and stuff. So says here about your fees and everything. Okay, cool. Executing affidavits, $5 no matter how many signatures. Acknowledgement. Let's see, they didn't clarify whether this was per signature or whatever. Okay. Okay. Acknowledgements, and then I guess each additional name is $2. Okay. So you found that right there. All right. So and then this is just a general, you have to again research and find out whether this meets your state requirements. Okay. Um, Again, there's a handbook, there's the state statute on notary stuff, um, all of that. So, like this is some examples, all of that. Okay, so it's not hard. You just got to go out here and do it. And again, this is eforms.com. You can download it as a PDF, Word, and then you can modify it. I guess that's in Word and everything. To make it fit, whatever you want. If you don't, because like in this case, let's say this fits what your state wants. Let me take that down. Then you can just manually add in hey, this is what this document is for part and all of that. You can just sit there and base it off of here. You can just sit there and use this same verbiage. You can just type, description of the tax document and write that. There's no, at least I don't think there's any kind of like copyright to this information, or you come up with your own verbiage. Okay, it's simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Thinking that is really it. There was one other thing that I wanted to show y'all. Let me pull this up. So some of you are e-notaries and you have to add a certificate. I use Doc Verify, so I have to add my own certificates, and I can't add them on the fly when I'm in a session. So I prep my documents ahead of time. Okay. Um, so one of the things that I had to do was I have to fit the notarial my signature in an area that is not necessarily the correct size. All right, let me see if I can find something here. I need to show y'all an example. Hold on one second. And all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank trying to remember which. This year I've already started off this year doing a lot of stuff. What you call it? E-notary stuff. Mm. All right. So I just gotta do this in such a way to show y'all the notarial certificate area. All right. So, all right. So let me show y'all that. And then let me open this up real quick for you. Hold on one second, party people. And that's the wrong folder. It's this folder. Um, where is? Oops, no. There we go. That's the regular one. And let me do this real quick so y'all can see it better. All right. And let's see. Let's zoom in a touch so y'all can clearly see. All right. So, in looking at this here, so this is the notarial certificate from the NNA, the regular one where you handwrite your signature in there. So, as you can see here, let me pull this up real quick. So, where's my pen? So, y'all can see the distance here for your signature. Okay. In Doc Verify, the notarial signature is bigger. The thing that they put on there is bigger than that area. In other words, if I was to put the notarial signature graph that they give us in Doc Verify, there's a potential that it would cover up stuff like that. You don't want that. So what I did was I modified this to give me more space. And here's an example. And as you can see here, the area is much bigger. Okay. The area is much bigger for me to put my signature. Still, because it went down a little bit too far, but it's enough space now for me to do my thing. If I use, there's no way I could have fit that into here. Okay. And all I did was look at it. Okay. So all I did was got rid of the stuff that didn't need to be in there. Click edit PDF. And I got rid of all of this stuff down here didn't need because it was on my stamp. So that's all I did. I just got rid of all of that. So it's that simple. It's that simple. It's not hard. Very, very easy to do. And I just did that and everything worked. So I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think, but it's that simple. Okay. So y'all have at it. I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here and get my day started. Finally starting to wake up now. Finished drinking my coffee. One of the title companies gave me this here, Noble Title and Escrow, Settlement Simplified. Great company there here in the Virginia Beach area. They call me up every now and then to do some runs for them, some quick runs. A lot of times just power of attorneys and really good people. They've been in the game for a long time. They've taught me a lot. They've confirmed a lot for me as a notary as to what my responsibilities and roles are. So great people. Shout out to Noble Title and Escrow. That was just an add-on. I wasn't even thinking about doing that because I'm about to sip my coffee. And these Yeti mugs are good. I mean, I don't have no Yeti sponsorship yet, Yeti, but y'all can fix that. Love Wawa coffee. All right. I think that is it. If you got any questions or comments, throw them below. I can't think of anything else except just go out here and do the business. Go out, don't let not having a certificate stop you or where to get certificates to stop you. You got a variety of options. Just go out there and do it, make life happen, and you're good to go. Go check out eforms.com. They don't pay me for doing that, for telling you about them. Go over to National Notary. They don't pay me for doing that. Gotta say that kind of stuff nowadays. Everybody think anything you mention, you're getting paid for. I'm not. So questions or comments, put them below, and we'll catch up with you later, party people. Y'all have a good one. Peace.